Hello, welcome to a beautiful, beautiful Tuesday evening, the Tuesday before Thanksgiving. It is November 21st, 2023, and I am coming to you with more City Skylines. You know how it is. We just kind of sit here, play around with the city a little bit, talk about things, talk about life, often talk about chess and traveling, whatever comes to mind, those kind of things. This has been a bug that I've noticed about the game. Let's see. There we go. Like when you first start the game, the keyboard doesn't work, and then you have to like switch out of the window and come back to it in order to get the game to work. So I was reading a little bit today about the commercial demand issue, and it is definitely a bug with City Skylines 2, where there's just an outrageous amount of demand for commercial. And somebody was talking about how you could do something with raising taxes or lowering taxes and doing this and doing something like that, but it's just like nah, I'm not going to do any of that. That sounds like way too much work, and that is more effort than I want to do. I just noticed this little part here. This looks like a good extension to kind of just branch off of here, right? Like if we have another alleyway, and then I think this actually would be a great addition for or a great place for another pedestrian only part of the city. And I was thinking about it earlier, like I should just do like every new part of the city should just be pedestrian only. It should just be, eventually it should just be a pedestrian only city. So that's maybe what we're going to do here. We're going to do kind of something similar, right? We're going to bring the road out. Let's see. Let's bring this up first. And I just want to get a road that is parallel, right? I just want to get a road that's parallel to the grid I just built. So we could go like that. And then maybe up here, maybe there's enough room there and there for a public or for like a medium parking lot. Okay, maybe we could go with large. Looks like we could... Ooh, large is not quite going to do it, but I think we can definitely do 2 medium parking lots, and then we're going to continue with our actually let me move this. We're going to continue with our theme of pedestrian only parts of the town, and we're just going to see how big of a town we can grow with just pedestrian transportation. Now, one thing to keep in mind here is that I, of course, being who I am, I chose the coldest map on I chose the coldest map that there is, and because I like the cold, I like the winter. Oof, I didn't want to do that. So that means that people are coming, and they're if they want to get home, they have to come into the town and park their car and then walk home. So they're doing that when it's like 18 degrees outside. As you can see right now, it's 30, it's snowing, and it is spring. So we do not have a very busy or a very long, I guess is probably a better way to put it. We do not have a very long warm season on this map. Can't we let's just build up here. Okay. So I kind of, but I would say that like generally people who live in these types of climates, like these very cold climates that have like these short summers and these long, hard winters, I would say that they're probably people who like that kind of climate. You don't often have people that are like, oh, I hate the cold, and then they live in like Barrow, Alaska. Like I'm sure it happens. but I think generally people that live in those climates like living in those climates. I know that that's what I would be. Like I would if like I would I'm trying to think of like an ideal climate that I would like to live in. Like I don't want to live somewhere like Iqaluit, right, where it gets to like, where you get highs all winter long that are only like 30 below. I would like to visit that, and I hope to visit that once they have a reliable internet connection, because right now all they have is satellite internet. But I don't think I'd want to live there. Let's actually put some commercial here. What we'll do is we'll put commercial at the front of the city, so that way when people get in and they park their car, they can walk to the parking lot. Or I'm sorry, they can walk to the grocery store on their way home, right? I mean, that makes sense. And then we'll just go ahead and put residential. Maybe we'll give them a couple services like an elementary school. I don't want the kids to have to go too far for school. So we'll go there. And then I think that is good. And now this, of course, will be part of, and remember, this was the controversial political take that we talked about last night. This is actually going to be part of the Mudang Islands, which the Mudang Islands, I will say, are growing quite rapidly. So there we go. There we go. I want to, okay, I gotta zoom in to do this. I want to turn snapping off with this tool. Okay. And then we can just go out here, right? We can go right to the edge. And then we can go up here. And so the Mudang Islands, they're really like slowly just kind of expanding their territory. They're kind of like China, right? Like, how China not that long ago they released a new official updated map of China, the official Chinese map of the communist government, and it included all these little areas that are in dispute or that weren't in dispute, and then China just suddenly like decided, hey, these are parts of China now. Let me see, map. I'm going to look at this. China map controversy. And this was relatively recent. I watched some video. China's new map outrages its neighbors. This is from NBC News. From the peaks of the Himalayan mountains to the shoals of the South China Sea, China lays claim to a vast territory, and a new national map produced by Beijing is the latest expansive conception of its borders to outrage its neighbors. And so basically, like all these countries like Philippines, Malaysia, Vietnam, and Taiwan, like it just said, no, this is ours now. And then there were parts of the sea where it was like, no, this is Chinese water now. This is Chinese water. And so they're pissing off all the neighbors. But the thing is, who's going to do anything, right? Like who's going to like stand up to them and say no? And I'm asking that like seriously, like who is going to stand up to China and say no, this isn't allowed anymore? Like, for example, like one of the things that China is doing is they're like going into like international waters, and they're kicking out like Vietnamese fishermen from water, saying these are Chinese waters, you can't fish here. And who's going to tell them no? My wife, she said something once that was I thought was actually kind of telling or kind of interesting. Because she's from Thailand. I almost said Taiwan. She's from Thailand. And she said something, and I guess there was a big controversy in Thailand not that long ago, well, maybe a couple years ago at this point, where I guess Thailand spent like millions, maybe even billions of dollars on like an aircraft carrier and some jets or something like that. And the people of Thailand were pissed. They were like, we have hungry people, we have poor people, like that money could be used in better places. And because I guess my wife's thought process was like, if China decides to invade Thailand, is a single like is a an aircraft carrier really, like a single aircraft carrier really going to make any difference? Is a couple of jets that Thailand have, is that going to make any difference? And that was kind of the thought. So I just realized it looks like these pedestrian paths actually can go above and under around too. That's cool to know. Wait a minute. But I want to play with that a little bit because I was trying to do that other pedestrian path like the other night, right? Actually, I guess it was probably last night, and I guess I didn't realize that how big the one I was doing is, and how I think I can make that better, and maybe I'll actually go because I literally just wanted to be pedestrian path, and then come up. Okay, so see, this is a tunnel that people can use to get from one side of the city to the other. I think that's beautiful. Let's give the people a couple of options to do that, right? Like right here as well. So I mean, like I was saying, like my wife had an excellent point. Like really, like if you're Thailand and China decides to invade, do you really think a single little jet is going to make any difference? Basically, if China decides to invade, they're going to invade, whether they want to or not, or whether you want them to or not, I should say. So I don't know. As far as the U.S. situation, now of course we're the U.S. and like America, greatest military ever, America, and maybe, but I don't know. I feel like that's kind of changed recently, and we're probably not in our lifetime, but maybe in like the kids that are being born now. Maybe in that lifetime, we're probably by the time that they are adults, they're going to see Chinese supremacy throughout the world. I mean, we already do see it in lots of places, but I think America is still, we're still in a place where we're able to keep them at bay, at least a little bit. All right, let's see. All right, let me bring this down. If I bring it here, right, and then I start to bring it up, is it going to be... All right, let's bring it down. Let's bring it over a little bit more. And now let's bring it up here. Okay, that's awesome. That is awesome. And remember, these are pedestrian paths. So this is a way for pedestrians to get from one side of... See, I built this atrocious thing. I think I'm going to replace this with just one of the smaller paths. I think that is probably the way to go because the smaller paths, they don't require as much of like a slope and they don't require as much onboarding, so to speak. So let's see. We could have the path. No. Here's the path right here. Could we try a covered pedestrian bridge? I don't know if we have a big enough slope. Let's see. Yeah, that's not going to be long enough, but whatever. One thing we could do, I just had another brilliant idea because I'm literally just filled with brilliant ideas. Is we could, let's see. Well, first let's just do one thing at a time, okay, Hattie? Just one thing at a time. Let's do this. Elevation too low. How do I get it up? All right, I need to bring this, I need to do it at an angle. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. It's still like trying to do elevate it. I'm having difficulty here. I don't understand what this elevation too low. I mean, I guess it's just telling me the elevation's too low. Now it's not too low. Now it's off the ground, right? Oh, it's because I've still selected the bridge. Okay. Ooh, well, maybe what we could do, we could try this. We could just go all the way up, right? We could go like some massive bridge like this. Is that distance too short? No, wait a minute. Why is it distance too short? Why does it say distance too short? I can only have the bridge be so long? Okay. All right. Okay. Awesome. Can you imagine trying to walk up that thing? Okay, we're gonna scrap that plan. Let's go back to the underground. We'll stick with that. I think that's the way to go. I don't understand invalid shape. All right, let's just go here. And then, uh-oh. Okay, there we go. So we have yet another underground tunnel. So we have 3 underground tunnels where people can go and walk across to the other side of the city, get mugged. They don't have to deal with traffic. They don't have to deal with walking. And then what I was thinking also is we could do a bridge, a pedestrian bridge that connects these 2 parts of the city, right? So maybe if it came from here and it went over here, I think that would be good. Let's see if we can do that. So we're going to do a pedestrian bridge. And then in the water. Yes, I know it's in the water. It's a bridge. It's literally a bridge. Okay, let's try, what is this? 2-lane wooden covered bridge. No, I want to, let's try this. Pedestrian arch bridge. In the water. Yes, I know it's in the water. It's a bridge. Okay. All right, what if I come out here, right? And then I connect it here. Okay, okay. And that's not messing with any like harbors or anything like that. It's not interfering with any connections with the outside world. And then, oh, it's actually got to go higher. Interesting. So let's put it down. Okay. And then it'll come over here, right? And then it's going to go right through that and on to this. Nope. There it goes. Perfect. Perfect. Look at that. Look at that. And now let's connect it up over here. Oh. Don't know what that's about. Maybe it's a police helicopter? I don't know. Okay, so now people have a way to walk from this side of the town to the other side. It's a long bridge that I don't know that I would want to walk on in the winter. It looks a little scary, but yeah, does it actually connect? Is it connected? Oof, did it connect? All right, let's make sure it's connected. Okay, I think that's connected. And then is it connected on the other side? So we come over here and we look. And then, yeah, I think it doesn't look connected, but I'm going to have faith that it is connected. Oh, look at this. This is nice. So I think this is the mixed housing. The mixed housing. So you have the apartments above and then you have the shops below. I kind of like that, how it's like along the waterfront, and then you got some houses here. I'm tempted to destroy them and just put those into light commercial. Let's go ahead and do that while we're here. We'll put it there. And then, so we're going to kind of evict those people from their house and say, sorry, we want a nice little front, like waterfront area. I don't think you can build on the paths. Like, that would be really nice, but I guess that's what the pedestrian street is for, right? This farm is not doing great, I don't think. Let me see. The building is empty and available for rent. Yeah, so why don't we go ahead and destroy the farm? And then we'll just go ahead and we'll just build this. We'll just make this part of the town, right? Connect it over here. Connect it over here. And then we have the never-ending need for commercial, but then we'll put some medium density with small apartment buildings here. Okay. And then how can traffic be bad if you're just walking in pedestrian? If you're walking on the road. So we're at 88,000 people. And like I said, once we hit 100,000 people, we will start a new city. I feel like I really got, I've gotten to know the game better. I've gotten to know the little quirks. So I think once we start a new city, we'll be in a better position to just kind of like map things out, lay things out a little bit better than we have here. Because this city was really a learning experience. And then I'm tempted to bring this down again. Maybe we just buy that square. Let me see how big this square is right here. Do we want to buy that? No, let's hold off on that. All right, what to do next? Joe's in the chat room. He says hello. I'm boycotting Copla. I'm just boycotting it. I mean, I know I just said it, but I'm boycotting it. I'm not saying it anymore. I'm just going to say Joe says hello. That's what I'm going to say from now on. Joe says hello. That's what I'm saying. All right, let me see. All right, so we have plenty of industrial there. Maybe we want to build some roads through here. Maybe we could just connect this up. Is this a what is that? That's a post office. I forgot all about post offices. Oh boy. Lordy. All right, let's put that there. And then I forgot that mail was even a thing, honestly. Let's go ahead and put some dense commercial because like I said, it is a confirmed issue with City Skylines that there is a unusual amount of demand for commercial. It does make me wonder, like, how then is their testing process? Like, I don't know. I would imagine that part of their tests involves like long running games, right? Like, I would think, I would hope, I don't know, maybe. I mean, it would have to, right? Just in order to balance everything, it would have to. So it does make me wonder, like, about that, and like how, like, what I think is kind of a glaring bug, how it got through. But then again, I don't know. Like, I mean, there have been plenty of times, like, in my career where customers have found issues with the software that to the customer, they're like, this is so obvious, why wasn't this tested? But in actuality, it's not as obvious as the customer might think. And I would say that's actually more times the case than not, that customers who think they know, like, oh, this bug is so simple, all you need to do is do this and this, why didn't you fix it? Like, oftentimes customers who think like that don't know what they're talking about. So that's why, like, I am at least humble and experienced enough with my career in software development to not assume that I know, or to make any judgment on the quality of Colossal Orders testing. Just testament to the fact that this game has so many facets to it, and there's so many different areas to the game that mostly work and that balance and are stable. Like, I think I've had one crash on the game, and honestly, that's phenomenal. Like, that is actually like a really a job well done. All right, so let's see. Let's move this out because I want to put that. Oh wait. What is this building here? Oh, that's a transformer. Okay. So that's those are power lines. I can't really build over those. And then the highway kind of goes through, connects all of this. So this part is built out well, I think. I think we can kind of ignore that. What's going on here? Oh no, there's a fire. Is it spreading? But there should be fire coverage. Yeah, there's a fire station there. All right, I'm going to put another fire station here. And then I'm going to assign this fire station to the Footsieville district. And then hopefully there should be some... Okay, it looks like they've already started to rebuild. So it is actually a very... what's the word? What's a good word? It is a very peaceful night. There's here in the Washington D.C. area, there is a steady rain that is falling, and it I don't know if you can hear it, but I opened the window a little bit just so I could hear it, and it creates a nice, just like a nice tranquil backdrop of rainfall. It's very nice. It's very nice. Now, my dog doesn't agree that it's very nice because he has not been on a walk today, and he would very much like to go on one, but that is, sucks to suck. All right, let's put another crematorium down because apparently, why are all the hearses over here? Okay, maybe they're near that. Let's put a crematorium like over here. Where could we put one? Why is there... What is here? Oh, that's a parking lot. I think we could fit one in here. What is this? That's just commercial. I mean, Lord knows we have a nice demand for commercial. Okay, we'll just put one here. And then we're going to upgrade it immediately with... increase the speed at which remains can be processed. Yeah. And then we'll go ahead and we'll add a garage because apparently people just love dying and the city just has a hard time processing it. Like, have you ever known of a city to have trouble processing, like, I don't want to say processing, but processing dead people? Like, is it really a thing where, like, I mean, I'm sure in some parts of the world it's a problem, but in, like, America or other industrialized nations, is it really a thing where, like, somebody, unfortunately has a heart attack at home and then the family is sitting around for days waiting for a hearse to come pick it up? Does that actually happen? I'm asking seriously. Like, does that happen? I don't think it happens, but maybe it does. All right. What is this area? Because I kind of want to replace it with... it's commercial. No, wait. It is... I can't tell what it is. Like, I think it might be medium, but I'm going to replace, I think it might be medium. I'm going to replace it with mixed housing. Okay, so it was not mixed housing. I really like the way in that other part of the town where the mixed housing kind of was like on the waterfront. And like if you walked on the waterfront, there was mixed housing there. I really like that. So I think I'm going to replace that here. See how that goes. The demand for commercial is still outrageously high. And one thing that I think maybe concerns me is like, so people are going to have these cities where they have these high demands for commercial. And so they're just laying down commercial. There's tons of commercial. And then when they do patch it, suddenly these cities are just going to be like ruined, right? Because they're, or maybe not ruined, but they're going to have all this commercial, all this zoned commercial that they don't need. I mean, that sounds like, I wonder, but again, I am sure Colossal Order has a plan for this. I am sure Colossal Order has, like I said, I'm sure they have a plan to deal with that. I'm sure that there is something that they will do in order to address that and to address the issue in a way that makes sense and won't ruin people's cities. At least I hope they do. All right, so I'm just going through and I'm rezoning some stuff. Like this area is all very very. What is this? Did I think I zoned some like high density residential here, and like I can't get high density residential to build for the life of me. I don't know why, but whatever. But low and medium density, I definitely can. And then, so I'm going to let that area build up. So let's start talking about expanding. Let's start talking about a new area because we're almost at 90,000 people. And if we want to make that last push for 10,000 people to get to the coveted 100,000 mark, we got to figure out what we're going to do. And I think we need a new section of the city. And like I still have this whole island down here that I purchased. No, wait, over here. I did purchase this. But it's not connected. I could connect it. I also have this area up here, right? I'm not sure how I would connect that though. That this looks a little more challenging to connect. I could either have a harbor, I could build a bridge, but if I build a bridge over, there's going to create a lot of traffic through Muon Island, and I don't want to do that. How is the pedestrian? So again, the pedestrian area is thriving. Let's go ahead and give it some dense commercial. Oh, I mean, sorry. Let's go ahead and give it some dense residential, medium dense residential. Let's look at some apartment buildings out there. And yeah, where else we could build over here? I can't tell what I do and don't own. Okay, so I don't own. I could buy these two and make a highway connection. And then I could connect this little part of the town with the highway, and I could build the rest of this up out to this peninsula. I think that's what we'll do. I think that makes the most sense. So let's go ahead and purchase that. And so what I was saying is I can build a cloverleaf or something here. And then that way we can get off on this side over to the right-hand side and build that part of the city up. And we'll actually go ahead and do that with regular roads. So let's go ahead. Ooh, where's this backup? It's just because of an accident. And this is another thing I hate. Like, why? Like, this is so annoying. Okay. So let's go ahead and destroy some of the city, or some of the highway. Let's go ahead and actually destroy a nice big chunk of it right there. And right there. Okay. Now let's look at what highway exit options we have. No, we want something that's going to have a highway, but it's going to allow it's going to allow, what am I trying to say? It's going to allow residential traffic on either side of it. So maybe something like this. That looks terrible. What about this? I think this might do, because it's not going to be a hugely populous area, right? It's not going to be, it's not going to have a ton of traffic. And it's going to be mostly residential, and maybe we can even make it all light residential. And it could just be like a nice little suburban area. Well, it'll have some schools, maybe it'll have some little shops over by the water, things like that. Okay, why is it saying overlapping items? What are the overlapping items? Is there like a rock or something I have to tear down? Oh, it's got power lines. Okay. So let's tear those up, and we'll build those back in a minute. Okay. All right, we'll go right there. And then I believe Legsville, Legsville is a pedestrian-only town. So maybe what we'll do is we'll connect it, and then we'll build some parking lots so people can go and they can park and they can get to Legsville. And then over here on the right-hand side, it'll be just like normal roads, for people who can afford cars. All right, so let's go ahead and do this, and then we'll come up. We'll get the curvy tool, and we'll come around. Let's do the parallel curvy tool. Nope. No. Okay, maybe we want it to be 1. Okay, that's nice. That fits really well. And then up here we can do the same thing. Or not. I guess here it's actually a little wider. That's weird. Okay, so now we can, and well, no, I was going to say we can turn things back on, but we can't because we got the power lines to worry about. So first, let's go ahead and deal with this. Let's get this. This is going to be a medium-sized road that's going to come. No, we'll go down to a. And I'm sorry, but we're going to have to evict some people. They're going to be mad, and they're probably going to go to like the city council meeting and say, this is our home. We lived here for a long time. And then I'm just going to be like, I'm sorry, but this is eminent domain. This is just, you know, we adopted this from the British for a reason. Okay, so there we go. Actually, let's just make that curved. I am hungry. I don't think I had dinner. Okay. And now we can, I was going to say we could put some parking lots right here, but I feel like it would probably be best to actually build the road. Oh, whoops, I've started time. That means there's a whole section of the city that's not getting power. So let me go ahead and fix that. I stopped the clock really quick. We gotta have, we can't have these people going without power. I know I'd be pissed off. I mean, I lose power for like 15 minutes, and I'm like looking at like Tesla, like solar panels with battery backup, and thinking like, all right, like, do I want to spend the 40 grand to do it? I mean, maybe, like, you know, if it comes down to like, but I've literally lost power in my house like maybe 2 or 3 times in the almost 5 years I've lived here. So. Has it been 5? No, it hasn't been 5 years. It actually just recently was 4 years that I lived here, because I moved here in 2019. I moved here. It was the fall before COVID. Okay, so let's do a parking lot, like a big one here, and then another big one here. Okay. Okay. And then that way, and then let's actually turn this into a pedestrian street right here. Okay. And then that way people can, they can come down, they can get off, they can, let's actually go ahead and reduce this right here. Okay. Oh, no. Don't want to do that. Okay. We'll do that. So that way people, they can come, they can park their car, and then they can come on down to Legsville. And now, of course, they also do have the option of going through the harbor. You can get to Legsville through the harbor. So that is also a good option. So we have surpassed 90,000 people. So that is pretty cool. Let's go ahead and maybe let's keep this the big road that it is, right? That is a 6-lane road. So let's keep it a big road, and we're going to extend it out because that's going to be like the main artery, right? And then we'll have I think we'll have 2 roads going north and 2 roads going south. So let's do that. Oh man, where's this backup? Is it really? All right. I think one thing I can do to help this situation is change this into 3 lanes. Because people seem to be idiots. All right, so let's see if that helps, because maybe that'll give people more time to merge. Okay, back to what I was saying. So let's maybe do a medium-sized road. Let's do 2 medium-sized roads. One going up and then, or 2 going up, 2 going down. So let's make sure they're nice 90-degree angles. And then we'll do another one here. I am hungry. Man, I am hungry. And then we'll come down. Nice 90-degree angle. Yeah, like that. Okay, and then we'll come down over here as well. And I think I'm going to turn those into circles. I'm going to make them circles. I know that other places call them roundabouts, and I think they're even called roundabouts here. But I don't know what that was. I think my wife just let the cat out. Somehow she knew. She's like has a sixth sense for that cat, and she knows when that cat wants to get out of the room. Okay, so let's put a roundabout here and a roundabout there. Perfect. Okay, this is looking good. This is looking good. I am cautiously optimistic about the prospects of this part of town. So now let's put some small roads. Let's put a road that kind of follows the curve of the shore, right? So it'll come over here. It'll curve around over here, and then this is going to come up, and then through the peninsula, and then up there, and that'll be some nice low density residential. And then we'll go ahead and we'll follow the curve on this side of the road as well. And that's actually pretty straight, but it will kind of lose its straightness here. And then we'll curve around. Actually, no, we won't. We'll just stay straight for now. And then actually we'll just go ahead and destroy that little nub, and then we'll stick with that. Okay, so that looks good. We'll go ahead and connect this up here, right? There's no reason that you can't get to this road from there. There's no reason to restrict that. So let's see, 90 degrees, okay. And then, I always want to be like, try to be like creative and try to like not just have a simple grid. So let's take inspiration from the real world. How does that sound? Does that sound like a good idea? So this was the chess menu. Let's check this out. Let's pick a city. Let's pick a city. Nook is not a good example. Oh, let's look at let's look at my favorite, my little Nook, which I do love. I do love the city of Nook. So the first time I went here, I stayed up in this part of town, which is Old Nook. I don't know how they say it. This is pretty basic. This just has a road that goes up with a couple of loops and then one offshoot here. So maybe we could do something like that, right? We could come up and have a curved road and then it could connect. I don't know. Let's see. Down here, there's a nice cemetery down here. It's a very pretty cemetery on the water. Where did it go? It's somewhere. Oh, there it is, right there, the cemetery. This part of town, honestly, there's not a lot of inspiration to be drawn here. There's just not. There's just not. Let's look up Dayton, Ohio. I don't know why, but Dayton, Ohio just came to mind. Let's see if we can get any inspiration from Dayton, Ohio. So here we go. We got our classic, classic metropolis area. Let's look at Five Oaks. So it has the major artery. Okay, so wait. So these look like medium-sized roads, and they're actually one way. And then it just kind of has cross streets between the medium-sized roads. That's kind of boring. And then it just does that all around. So maybe maybe, but see, I don't want to. I kind of don't want the streets to kind of connect. So maybe what we'll do is we'll do something like, let's see, let's see. It's almost like when you have too many choices, right? Like, what is this endless series of bins? How does this tool work? I don't even know how this tool works. All right. Man, I might Uber Eats me some McDonald's or something. I'm starving. I don't know why I'm so hungry. Okay. So this, I think this looks good. It just needs to be a little better. We can reduce the curves here. Yes, I am suggesting we reduce the curves. I know that curves are generally a nice thing, but in this case we'll reduce them. And then what we'll do is we'll have another, so we'll come here, like right there, okay. And then maybe that, oh, that circle, so what that circle there could be, that could be like this could be, well, it could be, we'll make it into a circle. And then that could be like a downtown area, right? That could be like, we'll just go ahead and put commercial in now, right? Because, well, you know, as we know, the city always needs more commercial areas. But this could be like where the drugstore is, and a little grocery store, and like a little corner store where everybody shoplifts, and then yeah, so like right around there, I think that's good. Let's get back to the roads. I just wanted to put the commercial down so I wouldn't forget, because I literally I have no memory. I was on a meeting today, and I joined the meeting late, and then somebody said like, oh, Addie joined the call, maybe he remembers. And before I even knew what they were talking about, I was like, I promise you, I don't know. Like, I was like, I promise you, I don't remember. Like, I don't know what you're talking about, but I don't remember. And the question that they actually ended up asking, I actually kind of did remember. So I was actually happy. Maybe I don't have dementia. Okay, so that looks like an interesting little design there, right? Like that looks interesting. And then we have some more choices to make on the southern half, but we can come back to that. So let's go ahead and add some residential. So what we'll do is we'll have like small apartment buildings around the area, around the circle, and as we get, or around this center portion is what I should say. And as we get further away from the center portion is when we will go into light residential. Now, I don't know why people. Okay, so of course the commercial is being built up. Let's go ahead and make this a little more attractive then. Let's go ahead and we'll add a fire station, which we will immediately upgrade. Perfect. And we'll add a police station, which we will immediately upgrade. And then, okay, this is still ridiculous. This is still stupid. Why is this stupid? This is something that I know Biffa, right? I know Biffa talks about this, like lane mathematics, right? And how, like, you know, you should have like 3 going, so you should have, you know, 3 minus 1 is 2. This looks like the lane mathematics matches, right? Because I have 3 lanes, and then 1 is exiting, and then the other is not. And yet the AI is still doing this ridiculous people merging in the last minute, which, yes, I know that does happen, but let's not be ridiculous. Joe says it looks like 2 penises touching, and I will touch upon something that I mentioned last night. It's like, why, or like what is Joe saying about himself, that is where his mind goes? That when he sees this, he sees 2 penises touching. Like, why is penis so at the forefront of Joe's mind? And maybe that's something that he wants to explore with himself, or maybe another man. I don't know. That is his business, and you know, he will still be my friend regardless. All right, so let's see. We will go up here. We'll just build a little, maybe we could do a little continuous curve like this. Look at that. Look at that. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Now, I'm sure Joe's going to say, that looks like a penis. Oh, don't you see a penis there? No, no, Joe. Only you see a penis there. All right, we'll put some more light residential. All right, put that there. All right, and then what we want to do is we want to give them some light commercial too, because if you live out in this part of town, you probably don't want to have to drive all the way over there to get to get your Diet Mountain Dew if you work from home. It would be nice to have like a little corner shop like right nearby where you could go, and it would have like most of the things that you need, right? You know, it would have like your Diet Mountain Dew. It might even have like a loaf of bread or mayonnaise or even eggs when you run out of eggs and things like that. So that's what this shop here is. We're going to give them a park. I think this looks like a very family-oriented place. So I think a small playground over here towards the end of the road would be cool. I'm not going to build on top of houses that are already being built. And then, of course, we will not forget about the dogs, right? The dogs deserve a place as well, and they can go there. Okay. Let's put a couple mailboxes down. We'll put a mailbox there. Maybe we'll put another mailbox here. Let's preemptively put mailboxes down there. Where else? Let's see. I think Footsieville needs a mailbox. We'll put a mailbox close to the harbor at Footsieville, and then we'll put another one close to the parking lot. Is there any? Let's see. Over here. Okay. No. Oh wait. No. That's Legsville. In Footsieville, we don't have any mailboxes, so let's remedy that. People are very happy because they want to get their Christmas cards from Grandma. It's about that time. Well, it's spring now, so they want to get those Easter cards with Grandma, and where Grandma sends like the $15 check that the parents have to cash and probably just never cash and just give the kids cash. And then it essentially really ends up being a present from the parents. Let's see, but the grandma gets credit. Oh, and then of course at the low rent housing, we want to be able to let those people mail letters as well, right? They should have access to the post office. And when I said those people, I meant the poor people. Okay, don't go all trying to cancel me. All right, and then we'll just put a few mailboxes down where I see red on the road. Oh, over here. Okay, whoops. That's part of the Mudang Islands. Okay, and there we go. And all right. I think we're good with post offices. Let's check cell signal. So, yeah, as I thought, there's not a big strong cell signal over here. So we'll go ahead and we'll put a tower right there. And that should be good. That should be good service for this little area, which we haven't made a district for it yet. That kind of looks like maybe a horse, right? We can actually take the road, and I kind of like the idea here of the road turning into a dirt road, right? And let's build this up a little bit. Let's just raise that. Great. Come on. All right. Oh, I have the continuous curve on. Okay. And then we'll come down. We're going to come down. All right, let's okay, that's perfect. And then the road will just kind of follow. It'll be like the spine of this little island here. And then it'll just come out to the very tip. There we go. Perfect. And then I'm going to go ahead and build that. I'm going to go ahead and zone that now because I love these little areas. I like the idea of living in these little areas. And actually, so this reminds me of oh, where is it? My mother and I went. I can't. Hoopersville. I think it was Hoopersville, Maryland. Hoopersville, Maryland. Yeah, Hoopersville, Maryland is where, like, the last time I went to go see not my grandmother, my mother. My mother likes to go on drives, and so you can see the similarities. So, like, if I move the screen over here, like, you see how it's kind of the mainland, and then it kind of comes out here with, like, these little islands. And so this Hoopersville, Maryland is very similar. So if you zoom out, so we had to come, my mother lives up in this area up north, like, actually, like, over here. And then we had to drive all the way down, and there's actually a bridge here that connects this. And so we had to drive through Taylorstown, I think it was. Is that what it was? Taylor's Island, something like that. And then down to Hoopersville, which is just this little island community in rural Maryland. And it was slowly being flooded. It was like it hadn't rained. I feel like I talked about this recently, but it hadn't rained in a while when we were there. And but there were puddles of water everywhere. And I'm pretty sure I did talk about this, about how the house was like, there were some people that had taken a house and they had put these steel beams under the house, and they had raised it, and then they were building the house on this platform, so that, like, it wouldn't get flooded. Basically, if you had a house that was on a ground here in Hoopersville, it would be flooded. So I think that's actually maybe what we'll call this. We'll call this Hoopersville, right? So I think that's actually a really good name. I think that's a great idea, because because I thought of it. All right, so let's go down here. Perfect. And then this is going to come all the way up. And then look, people are already moving in like crazy there. I don't know why, but I enjoy this I enjoy this district building tool so much. I don't know what it is. All right, so we're going to call this Hoopersville. Nice. Nice. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. So so it's already, like, I mean, people are already, like, flooding, no pun intended. People are already flooding to Hoopersville. What we'll do also, so we have this little area here, and I said this area will be kind of, I did want to have mixed housing, right? I want to have mixed housing along the water. I like that idea a lot. I don't know why. It almost reminds me kind of like of a boardwalk. And then we'll have apartment buildings over here. And then along here we'll have row housing. And I reserve the right to, like, build other things and, like, kind of like tear it up. Or not tear it up really, but to kind of, like, zone other things or build a road that might actually destroy some of the housing. Okay, so we're gonna build some over here. Okay, and then we'll build dense residential there, and then we're gonna put light res. Oh, no. Let's put dense commercial here. Right, because it's close to the highway, and you see how quickly the game just fills in that dense commercial. It's ridiculous. They need to fix that. And then, all right, so we're at 92,000 people. City Skylines 2, intro to gerrymandering. Okay, whatever, Joe. Whatever. No, it would be interesting to have some kind of political system here, right? So that you could, like, define like these little districts that have representatives that are sent to some type of government. That actually it would be an interesting idea. There was a game I played for a while. This was several years ago. This was like, what is going on here? Power line not connected. Why? What power line? Is it this? No. Is it this? What are you not connected to? I don't understand. Well, how can I connect you? If I go underground, can I connect you? Apparently. Okay. So we can just bring this over. Okay, is it connected now? Is it connected? Is it connected? I'm going to assume it's connected. Like, I don't see the little power lines running through there, though. I'm not convinced that this is connected to that. I'm just not convinced of that. So let's actually destroy that. I was talking about something, and now I've completely forgotten what it was I was talking about. Okay, so now I know it's connected. Oh, the game that I played a long time ago. So there was this game I played, and it was really interesting. I think it was called City States, maybe. Actually no. Let's go ahead and let's put some low rent housing right there. I think it was called City States. And so what you built kind of reflected the government and how people felt. It had some additional elements that like City Skylines doesn't have, right? Because like the sentiment, I'm not sure how to explain it. Like in City States, the cool thing about City States was that you really felt like the citizens were alive. Whereas here, they just feel kind of like a vanilla algorithm. And I mean, of course, that's all they are is an algorithm. They're not alive. But when you're playing the game, you're in the fantasy, and you want it to feel kind of real. And that was the interesting thing about city states. Like for example, like if you put down like tons and tons of police stations in city states, then the citizens would complain or they would be unhappy because they felt like they were living in a police state. And or if you did the inverse and had like no police stations, then people were scared and unhappy because they felt unsafe. So things like that. Traffic is horrible, and this. Okay, are any of these tools available for me? Well, no, not that. Can let's see. Will a pedestrian crossing help? I don't think so. I mean, this. There's no reason this should be right. Like this is kind of stupid. I'm going to put a sound barrier right there. See if that helps. Did that help? I don't think that helped. Oh my God, I think it might have helped. Wait a minute. And then you got the same problem here. So I think what I need here is I need 3-lane highway here, right? Because you have 2 and 1 coming in, so that would make 3. Again, this is Biffa with his lane mathematics. Let's go ahead and do a 3-lane one-way suspension bridge like that and like that. I don't know where the overlapping items are. Where are the overlapping items? Where? Where? Okay, well let's fix what we can fix, right? And so this comes to 3, this comes to 3. And then that should be a smooth This should be smooth as long as they don't all wait to the last minute to change lanes. But then this is I don't understand the problem here. One thing that I'm going to try is I'm just going to try demolishing this and then building it again. I mean, at this point, why not, right? Like, maybe that'll help. Okay, I don't want the parallel lane tool. I just want to build one, and then it's going to come in here. Okay, let's see if this helps. I don't know if that helped. Maybe. I think maybe we'll have to give it a couple minutes to see if it helped. It should have helped down here, right? Because everything has 3 lanes now. And then it comes up through here, and then okay. All right, whatever. We'll leave it alone for now. Let's get back to Hoopersville, right? So let's give Hoopersville an elementary school. We can put that down over here. And then of course, as always, we will whoops, nope, I guess I couldn't build it. What do I say? We build it and then we upgrade it immediately, right? We'll build it and then we'll give it. Oh, let's select a district. We want this to be Hoopersville Elementary, and then we're going to give it the upgrades like that and that. I don't know why the children's clinic is a thing, and then I think the children of Hoopersville deserve a playground. Don't you? Yes. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the kids can go out and they can scrape their knee and then they can go to the clinic. How else is education doing? Education, other than that, we're doing okay. Elementary school, college is fine. Everything's fine. Why don't we go ahead and put some of these research facilities? Well, what do we have here? Like a medical university? Or maybe we want the Large Hadron Collider. We could put a geological research center. We could put a radio telescope. I think the medical university is the way to go. Whoa, that is a big one. That's a big one right there. That's a big one. Okay, let's put the medical university here. Is there upgrades? Of course there are. Let's just go with all the upgrades. So that is what is this? This is a practice clinic. Citizens near the university can be treated here and gain a boost in their health. Wonderful. That is wonderful. Put that here. And then what is this? This is the research facility, so that they can research something like, maybe they want to research viruses, where they can give the viruses new functions, right? Like where the viruses gain function, and maybe they can do researching for these this gain of function of viruses at this research facility. So of course we're going to call this the Wuhan COVID-19 research facility. All right, perfect. Really, I should call this section of the town Wuhan. All right, so we're actually have a need for some water. That has become very apparent. I think we'll just plop down a few. We'll just put a couple water towers. Like they don't have to be like, we can put a water tower. Okay, we can put one here. No, I guess not. Okay. I'm gonna pause the game while I try to find a place to put a water tower that's not gonna bug me. Maybe we'll just put one here. Water towers aren't extremely unsightly, right? I mean, they're not too bad. We can put one here in the middle of town. When I lived in Frederick, Maryland, I remember there was like 2 water towers like right downtown. So I don't feel that. I don't feel that's too weird. We'll zone some of this. All right, and then we'll zone that more. All right, so back to this resource facility. All right. So I gave Hoopersville what we have a new name now. Wuhan. So Wuhan has it has the research facility. Oh, look, it's spring. Okay, snow is melting. Thank gosh. Um, we have the. What else do we need? I swear, garbage. I have forgotten about garbage management in this game. Like, I don't even think about garbage management. It's actually kind of wonderful. Let's put. What if we put a landmark here, right? We looked at these the other night. We looked at these last night. What about a Grand Hotel? We can put a Grand Hotel across the street from the medical research. Oh wait, oh, is there an open air market? Oh, oh. We're just gonna have to go with. We're just gonna have to go with like light commercial. I think that's gonna have to be the answer there. We'll go ahead and we'll. Whoa, no. I don't want all of that to be built out. I just want some of it. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna take it to the edge there. Okay. All right, so we have the research facility right across the street from the from a light commercial area. There we go. And then we'll go ahead and we'll connect these roads here. Now look, we are already we are making headway. We are making headway to 100,000. We are almost at 94,000 people in the city. This is an accomplishment. Like I'm pretty sure this is one of the largest cities ever built in City Skylines, in either version. Wait, what road is this? Oh, this is it's a 4-lane highway, or not 4-lane highway, but a 4-lane road. Oh, that's right, because I did do the medium. So maybe what I could do to make it nice and kind of symmetrical is just put a roundabout at the end, a circle at the end, and then we can connect that with. There we go. Ooh. There we go. Perfect. And then we can even connect this out, and we can do this. This is the curve tool. Okay, so we can do this like no. There we go. Perfect. And then, of course, I like the idea of a little dirt road that comes out here. Okay. And then we'll put some light residential here. I don't even know what these... Oh, this is like North American South or European style. Okay. Can I switch it on the fly? I guess I can. I'll have to remember that. Maybe I could just mix it up with like North American and European. Kind of like I like to do with my women. Okay. Now, what I can do... So how is... Traffic is not that great. But it's okay. It's on the highway. It actually... I think it's gotten better on the highway, right? There's still a little bit there, but it's not too bad. And I think traffic in general gets better during the warm seasons, right? We can see it's spring... So I think there's just less accidents because there's less ice, there's less snow. It's not as dangerous to drive. But I bet you Joe would like it here because I bet you that like most people here probably have like either a truck or a Jeep. I bet they would because you have to in these kind of climates, else you're not going to be able to get anywhere. You're not going to be able to get around. All right. Okay, let's finish building this out. What else do we need here? We have the communication tower, so we got post offices. I kind of want to add a big stadium. So we already have let's add another football field. How do we want to do it though? I don't want to do it on one of the big roads. I want to have a cross street and have it on the cross street. So let's do that. Let's make a cross street here. And I definitely want the stadium to be next to the research facility. So when there is an outbreak, like maybe it happens during a football game. Okay, let's see. All right, and then we'll put the stadium right here. Perfect. Can I change the name? Because this says Chirpies, the Chirpers. No, I can't change the name. It would be cool if I could. What are these little things here? This is it says COVID-19 Stadium, but I don't know what those are for. Can I do anything with them? Can I move them? I don't know why they're highlighted. Like, what's the point of highlighting them if I can't move them or delete them or something? I don't know. Joe, what's the point of those? What's the point of those little highlights? All right. What else? What else? Maybe we can have a nice little curved road running up through the middle here. So it starts down here. And it's not going to be straight. It's just going to like be kind of wavy, right? It's just going to be kind of wavy. Just a nice little wavy road. And then we'll go ahead and we'll connect it. And then we'll connect it down here too. Now, I can't tell. Maybe people probably aren't going to want to live very close to a football stadium. I know I wouldn't. All right, so we finally do have a need for offices, and I think this area would be perfect for some offices. So, like, you could put some offices around the football stadium. What else could we do? Let's do an alleyway. And then we're going to do, whoopsie. No. Go down there. Oh, there we go. There we go. Nice. And then we're going to go up here. No. I think we're going to loop around is what we're going to do. We're going to kind of like that U that we had over there. So we'll go into the middle. And then we'll come around like this. Okay. Now, with that, we'll build more offices. And we're going to build dense offices. We're going to dense the F out of these offices. They're going to be so dense. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah. You get dense in their offices. Okay. Now we're 94,000. Oh man, what time is it? It's 8:30. I'm questioning do I have enough stamina in me to make it to 100,000, because I think we can do it tonight. But maybe I think we can. I think we can do it. That is that they're barring any disasters, figurative or literal. Although I do have disasters turned off. But let's put an alley through there. Let's put another alley through here. I love the alleyways. I really do. And then we can have the alley that doesn't have to connect all the way down there. Okay. Commercial. Just tons of commercial. And then this would be like a nice little commercial area where you could go after the football game. There'd be lots of little restaurants. You could go, maybe there'll be a shopping mall. You could go browse the bookstore. I used to love that. Do people still do that? Like, I used to love just going to like Borders. I never liked Barnes and Nobles. I always liked Borders better for some reason. But I used to love going to Borders books and just like looking at books. And also, like my daughter, she kind of makes fun of me. And her mother used to as well, which is I know where my daughter gets it. But they make fun of me because I have this thing where I smell the books. Am I the only person that does this? Like if there is a book I see that interests me, I will pick it up, I'll look at it and be like, oh, that's interesting, and then I'll flip it through as it's like blowing into my nose so I can smell it. I can't be the only person that smells books. Like and often, what is this? Update. Let's see. Okay, it's just like some family texts about my grandmother, and then nothing else. Okay. But no, man, a good smelling. The way that a book smells is almost as important to the book as the contents of the book, right? It's like, it's almost as important. Like, I mean, oh God, I love a good smelling book. I can't be the only person that has that experience. Like, it's like the I was explaining to my buddy, the one that's staying with me. He's a little younger. He's 35. So, he went to elementary school in like the 90s, I guess. And of course, I'm a little older, so I went to elementary school in the 80s. And I was explaining to him ditto sheets. Do you remember, Joe? Maybe we talked about this too. Maybe I talked about this recently. But Joe, I know you're old enough to remember ditto sheets, like in school. And like, the teacher would go and she'd run the dittos through the machine, and then like, oh, there was nothing better than the smell of fresh dittos. Like after the teacher would run them through the ditto machine and give them to you, I remember the paper felt almost cold. I don't know why, but it felt almost cold. But then the first thing you do is you lift it up and you smell it, because the ink and it just had this wonderful smell. There's a scene in Ferris Bueller's Day Off, right, where I think it's Ferris Bueller's Day Off, where the teacher has Bueller, maybe it's not him, but one of the teachers in Ferris Bueller's Day Off like gives the kids gives them all like a copy or a ditto, passes something out, and like simultaneously all the kids lift it up and smell it. Actually, I'm going to see if I can find that really quick. Here, we'll let this run in the background. Let's see. We'll go to youtube.com, and then we'll go to Ferris Bueller Days Off smelling dittos. Is this? No, maybe it wasn't Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I don't remember. Let's see. Smelling dittos. Oh wait, yes, here it is. So you and the reason they do that is because those just came from a ditto machine, and the smell was, it was so good. It was so good. Oh my god. If I could, so those were, what were they actually called? They weren't ditto machines. They had another name. Ditto machines. Elementary school. They had another name. Anyone remember the ditto machines? Yes, I remember the ditto machines. Yes, that's the machine right there. And like what you did is you would have to write out the test on a piece of paper. And generally back then, teachers would write the test out. It was all by hand. It was all written by hand. And then they would write it on this special paper, and then they could make copies of it. And I remember sometimes you would get like an assignment where like, you had to make like you had to write a test for the class. And so you would get this special paper where you could write the test, and then the teacher would make copies of it for you and stuff like that. But these machines, they had an actual name, and I can't remember what the name is. It Spirit Duplicator? No. Mimeograph. That's what it is, a mimeograph. So I wanted to look up. I want to look up the cost of a mimeograph on eBay. So vintage ditto duplicating mimeograph copying, $85, $149. Here's one for $689. But they had that hand crank. You got to get the ones with the hand crank. But then where would you even buy like the ink and the paper? I mean, I'm sure you could find it. I'm sure you could, but oh my God, those are such good times. Good times. Okay, why are they like the people? Okay, let's put a crematorium down, because Lord knows people love to die and they just love to die and let their dead people sit for days. And I think a cemetery would go really well right here. Right? Like a nice big cemetery. No, I don't feel like doing that. I don't want to do a cemetery right there. I do want to do some more office buildings. So maybe I'm going to replace some of these with office buildings. Like this, like that. Yeah, we can put an office building there. Why not? And then, all right. So this area is more like the city, the more the commercial and offices and stuff like that. Whereas this area over here is definitely the more residential area of everything. And then we still have a need for an industry, so we're gonna do something that I love to do, and we're just gonna put a little tiny industry block right there. We're just gonna put a single square. And look, it gets built. Let's see what they put there. I'm curious as to what they'll put there. Spin-off bakeries. All right. So I think the waterfront here is coming along well. It is springtime, so it looks nice and warm. See how easy it is to see everything when there's not snow. That's why I like, as much as I love snow, the next city will definitely not be. It's going to be much to my dismay. It's going to be in a warmer climate. Mimeograph, yes, Joe, a mimeograph, yes. I mean, I kind of want to buy one, just so I can like run dittos and just smell them. They're so good. I mean, I'm sure today it's all like ditto machines or like Xerox machines. I mean, and just like either just print the test out. Actually, it's probably just all online now. Like, I mean, do teachers even print tests out anymore, or is it just all just online? I would imagine probably it's all online. I like the way this looks. This looks nice. I do kind of want to put. Did I put a store here? I think I did. No, I kind of. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to. Oh wait, maybe there's room here for a store. Yes, there is. Okay, so that's where, like, I would probably prefer to live somewhere out here, right? Like at the end of the road is ideal. So like if I was living here, I don't want to have to go all the way back over here for my Diet Mountain Dew. I just want to be able to go to the local corner store right here, which I hope is a local corner store. Did I ask? Oh, I did high density. I'm gonna do low density commercial there, and we'll do another low density commercial shop right here. Okay. Then, all right, so we are at 95,000 people. We are at 95,000 people. What do we got going on here? I think that's where I accidentally zoned low density offices, so I'm going to replace that with high density. And then I think maybe since we have a never ending demand for commercial, I'll put some high density commercial there. I'm going to put high density commercial all over. Oh, wait, that's right. I wanted low density commercial across the street from the Wuhan research lab, from the COVID-19 research lab. Okay. And I think while we're here, we might as well just go ahead and build out the rest of this, right? But we're gonna go away from the medium road and we'll go to normal low density roads here. Come out. Oh wait, I don't want the complex curve. I just want a straight road right now. Not that there's anything wrong with not, everything doesn't need to be straight. There's nothing wrong with not being straight. But for purposes right now, I do want this to be straight. Okay. And this as well. Yeah, man, those mimeographs were, oh God. That smell. I can still smell them. That and a good book. You just give me some mimeographs and a good book on a Sunday afternoon. It'll just be like Smelltopia. Smellapalooza. All right, come down here. And I'm sure Joe's going to like work, like penis into that somehow. Like, that probably smells like a penis. And I'm sure that's what Joe's probably going to say. All right, let's see. So this down here can be more light residential, and I'm just going to kind of mark all of this just like flat. Oh, nope. Don't want dense. I want light. And then closer up here, we'll just do light commercial. And while we're at it, we can give another another mailbox. We'll put another mailbox right here because everybody wants to send letters or get postcards. I always feel bad because like when I travel, I always want to like either send like my daughter a postcard or send myself a postcard, and I never do. I never do. All right, let's put a park. Let's see. Wait. We have a large city park, a large plaza, and a large playground. We'll put a large playground here. And then, of course, the dogs. The dogs. They deserve a place to go run around and be happy. And their place to run around and be happy should be right by the water. Wait a minute. Is there poop here? Oh, that's from when I had the poop factory, or the poop dispensers. I had those right here. Okay. So that's old poop. And this is really backed up. Okay, what's going on here? It says it's coming over. Oh my gosh. I gotta close the window a little bit. Oh, oh shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. No. Disaster. Ah. I need a towel. I'll be right back. Yeah, I spilled water. So the wind was blowing the rain into the window, which the computer is right by the window, so that's not good. And then as I stood up to close the window, I knocked over my water bottle. Luckily, only a little bit of water came out, and it wasn't really near anything of consequence. All right, so I was looking at the traffic. So where is the backup here? They're coming over. It's here. So everybody... What? Is it that many people trying to come into this part of town? Really? 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 Are you serious? You've got to be kidding me right now. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Okay, wait. I'm disoriented as to where I am in the city, and I'm disoriented as to where my fingers are on the keyboard. Okay, I got my orientation on the keyboard back. Okay, so let's see. So yeah, so there's a big backup trying to get into Wuhan. It is weird. Can I change this to 2 lanes? Is that going to create more problems, or is that going to fix anything? Because they're coming down here. I feel like I need a circle here. But that's not going to work. But what I can do... So what I could do is I can move this. Let me move this. Let me move the radio mast down a little bit. I can destroy that. I can... Okay, this is risky, but I'm going to try it. I can destroy this, destroy this. I'm going to bring... This is a medium road, so I'm going to bring that down a little bit. Oh, no, that's horrible. Wait, what is the deal here? What is the malfunction? Is it a medium or is it a large road? Maybe it's a large road? No, it's not a large road. Is it medium? Is it... Oh, okay, so it's 2 and 3, so it's asymmetrical. So, asymmetrical. So here, right? It's going to come down, but I want it to go... Oh, God. This is another thing I wish they'd fix is how difficult it is to change the road direction. Like, I can't change it. Like, normally you drag, but maybe if I build a little more road, like if I build the road down. Wait. Okay, don't snap. Ugh, all right. I do want it to snap. Okay, let's just move this. This is what's causing the problem. So let's just move this over here. And then I will destroy it, demolish that. I will turn snapping back on. I'll come down over here. Okay. And then, but I want to change. Okay, there we go. Okay. And then I want to add a circle. There's already a circle there. But I want to add a circle. Oh, come on. You really do have to fight with the tools more in this game. In this version. You really do have to fight with them more. Okay, how did I do this? Okay, I did it like that. You have to use the primary mouse button and drag up or down. And then I want to put that there and then connect them with a symmetrical 4-lane road. And then, oh wait. Oh, lordy. Oh wait, did I... No, wait, what did I just do? No. I want that there, and then I want... Okay, so let me go ahead and connect this. So what I wanted to... The whole reason I did that is so that I could bring this out like this. And then bring that up like that. Okay. And now I can connect these with a symmetrical road like that. That's what I was trying to do. It's not perfect. It's not pretty, but it doesn't have to be pretty. It just needs to work. So we'll see if that works. I think that might actually be a little bit better. I think that might help out. All right. So we're almost at 96,000 people. It's already 9 o'clock, but here's the thing. I don't have work tomorrow. I took the day off. So I have a nice 5-day weekend. So I can stay up later if I want. But the question is, do I want to? It is a good question. Because I do like going to bed. Bedtime is probably my favorite time of day. All right, so we put a radio mast there, and then we'll upgrade this. Okay, I don't know what those upgrades do, but I'm sure they do wonders. Okay, already it looks like that's helping a little bit. I don't know what the malfunction here is. Maybe I need to put this back to 1 lane. So let's do like Biffa says, lane mathematics, right? So we have 1, but then the 1 goes to 2. Wait, that's not going to work. Let's do this as 2. Yeah, I mean, that's essentially what it was a second ago. That's what it was before. All right, we'll just leave that alone, and we'll just hope that works. I think that'll work. I think that'll be... I mean, it's already working, right? Hopefully it'll clear some of the traffic over here. And then nobody's really using the parking lots here on Footsieville. Is this Footsieville or is this... Oh, that's Legsville. What are people complaining about here? What is this? Air pollution. Oh, it's because of this. It's because of this. Oh, wait, I forgot all about the carnival. How's the carnival doing? Got a nice little area here. It's a Ferris wheel. Oh, wow. Yeah, no, no. And what is this all commercial? Yeah, it's all commercial. Nice. I think that's a nice little area. But these people, they're complaining about pollution. It's because of the pollution coming from here. I don't know what you want me to do about that. I'm sorry, but you're just gonna have to live with that. So traffic is still really bad. Look at this. Look at this. I could build a bridge, right? I could. That would help because that would help some of the traffic. I'm also afraid of how that's going to destroy. These houses are going to be very undesirable at that point. But you know what? Sometimes, in order to make progress, sacrifices have to be made. That's how that's life, right? There's no way of avoiding it. If you just have to, you have to. So let's go ahead and build a bridge. We're all about building bridges here. We're all about maybe I'm trying to think of like what traffic rules I could do to not make it so terrible, right? Because suddenly everybody's going to be coming in through here. They're all going to be coming in through this street, and it's a 4-lane road. I could upgrade it to 6 lanes. I probably already am going to have to do that, right? Well, and then I think I should probably get rid of all of this, and probably all of this, because I don't want, at least on that part of the road, I don't want people. I don't want there to be buildings. I don't want that to like hold up traffic, right? Okay, let's just do it. Let's just bring this over. So let's go ahead and have a medium road. What is going on down here exactly? Oh, okay, it's got power lines. That's why. All right, let's just be a little chaotic. All right, we'll come down here. See, I get quiet when I'm like really thinking, like when I'm really just like doing this like strategic city planning. Okay, so I have connected these parts, avoiding the highway. These people are going to be very upset with me because that is just not. It's going to make that area not very appealing. But like I said, what I'm hoping is that now maybe people will not. Oh, mate, maybe I could connect these two. I could do that. I could connect. Well, let's see how this does. Let's see how this goes, right? Let's see. I'm hoping that now that people that need to get from like Isla de Malimu over to Wuhan, they're not going to take the highway, right? They can just take that road. But now I'm thinking about maybe connecting Muping Heights with Wuhan directly. I'm not sure. But we are almost at 97,000 people. So this is the final push, people. This is the final push for 100,000. And we're not even into the summer yet. And look at how much more pleasant it is to build. Oh man, it is a lot more pleasant to build when there's no snow everywhere. All right. So why don't we go ahead and build this little area up too? We can actually just bring, oh no, not that button. We'll bring this out like this here. And then we'll bring, we'll bring this out here. Okay. And then we will have an alleyway, because I do love the alleyways. We'll actually have a little U alley, right? We'll just come around and we'll come around here like that. Oops, that's ugly. We can do better than that. Come on, we can do better than that. Let's get real. All right, perfect. And then, all right, I think that's good. It is windy out there. Oh boy, is it windy. All right, so let's add some commercial, or I'm sorry, some residential, and then we'll add, since we have a never-ending demand for commercial, we'll add some commercial. But I do want to dezone some of that commercial, like right away. I want to get rid of maybe this little chunk here. Okay. Because again, I don't want people, I don't think that there should be buildings right there. So far, this is not really, it hasn't really helped, actually. What is that? Let me just check my phone. No, that's fine. What was my phone telling me? Oh boy. Oh, my neck. This is another thing. It's like I only have so much stamina for this. Okay, let's pause and let's deal with this. Where was this going? Okay, so it needs to come over here. It needs to come over and connect. Because what I want to do is I'm going to have a road that connects right here. So in order to do that, I need to bring this up like that, and then is that going to work? Yeah, it looks like it's working. It's not the prettiest, but that's all right. And then we'll have the medium road that connects over here like this. And then we'll have to put a circle. Okay. So let's have that run. And then hopefully this kind of, and we'll put another circle there. Hopefully this like kind of direct route down and another circle there, down and around and over will alleviate some of the traffic of people trying to go on the highway to come, because it seems like a lot of people are just trying to get off of this. Well, now they're not. This stupid AI. What if because right, this should be 3. It's not going to let me do that outside of the city walls. Okay, well, maybe that'll help. I don't know. I don't know what these people want. These people, but we're at 97,000 and growing. We're still pushing. We're still pushing. Let's see where we could squeeze out some other areas, like where we have a demand for light residential, so we can just turn that into light residential. We'll turn this, all these little areas that haven't built, we can just turn those into light residential, hoping that houses come in and that we can get to that 100,000 mark. All right, there. Let's see. So that looks good. I don't know why it says people don't want to move there, but that's fine. Okay, where else could we squeeze out some? Anything over here? Stuff is abandoned. We could do, but that's all red, which means the red streets means that for whatever reason, it's not very desirable, right? Network color, residential suitability. So it says that none of that is suitable. Oh, I bet that says red because that's pedestrian. That's all pedestrian roads. Let's do row houses. And for some reason, row houses are. So that doesn't make any sense. For a pedestrian street, low density residential is undesirable. But for a pedestrian street, medium density residential is desirable. That is counterintuitive, and I would consider that a bug. All right. So I'm also thinking that in order to like squeeze out, we can maybe replace, let's see. We can take some of this stuff and replace it with apartment buildings. So these are row houses that now I'm zoning for apartment buildings. And so hoping that that will increase the number of people. What else? Where else can we squeeze out some residential? What about, nobody moved in here? Really? I wonder why. I wonder why that's like not desirable. Over here. We have this little area over here we could build on. We could also bring the pedestrian road down a little bit. I'm hesitant to do that. I would like to get to 100,000 with what we have, and I think we can. Maybe we can actually build New Ping Heights up a little bit. Like, we can squeeze some roads in, right? We can squeeze. So we could like put an alley. Let's see, we got an alley here, and then we'll just have an alley. This is an alleyway, right? And this will come down. Okay, like, okay. All right, so that's a little alleyway. We squeezed out some, squeezed a little bit of residential out there. Yeah, and we're going to, we'll have a dirt road come out here. Maybe we could put some houses here. Yes, people want to live there. No, mind you that there's a transformer station right there, but there is a nice little small playground next to it. And you know what? What do I always say? I always say that the dogs deserve a place to play. And that's what I'm going to give them. Where is the dog park? Dog park right there. And the dogs, they will have a beautiful dog park overlooking the water. Isn't that wonderful? I mean, I think, you know, I am but humble and benevolent. I think that's just that those. I think if you ask most people to describe me in just a couple of words, humble and benevolent would probably be what came to mind for just about everybody that knows me. Let's see, where else could we squeeze some residential in? Like, I'm guessing that this says that it's not suitable for light residential because it's a big road. But what about, so look at this. It says like, yeah, sure, you could put small apartment buildings down anywhere. Yeah, people would love to live there no matter where they are. Let's take advantage of that. So this is the recycling center. That's what this red part is over here. I'm going to put some small apartment buildings down over here. All right, so we need offices again. Some there. Oh, we could put some here. And light residential. Let's look for some other places where we can. I think we could build this up a little bit, right? Maybe we could squeeze a couple more houses. What are these people complaining about? Air pollution. Oh, probably from the recycling center. Well, you know what? You shouldn't have bought a house so close to a recycling center. You should do your research. Like when I bought this house, like I looked at like where are the prisons and jails? How close are those? How close are like a landfill or like where they process garbage? I looked at those things to see how close they were before I bought the house. You know, but people, they just are like, no, I'm just going to buy a house. I'm so happy I'm going to be a homeowner. And it's like, yeah, you know, maybe you do want to be a homeowner, but you gotta do your research or else you're going to, you know, the other thing is like no matter what house you buy, once you move in, you're always going to find something that's just like, oh, I wish I had known that, or I wish I had known this before I bought this. The trick is to mitigate those things, is to reduce the number of those things where you're like, oh, you know, you don't want to buy a house and like you find out a week later, like after you move in, you're like, what's that smell? Oh, that's the landfill that's 2 blocks over. No, you want to look at those kinds of things. You also want to like, and this was another thing that we did. There was one night where it was raining really hard like this before I bought this house. And then the next day, which was like a Saturday, I came out to the area and looked around the house to see if it was like flooding or see if there was like water collected and things like that. And there wasn't, and that's why I was like, okay, that's a good buy. So that's why I don't have a lot of pity or empathy or sympathy. I always forget the difference between empathy and sympathy. Joe, what's the difference between empathy and sympathy? I always forget. Like, empathy is being able to imagine the feelings, but sympathy is feeling bad for the person. I don't have a lot of sympathy or empathy for these people because they should have done their research before they bought that house. And like, really, like this guy. Who is this? Who lives here? This is so we have Fiona Slater and Kate Slater and their dog Diamond. They live here. Why would you buy a house under a bridge? Under a bridge. I mean, I guess if you like shade, okay, sure. But whatever. All right, we are at 98,000 people. We are making that. I think we're going to do it tonight. I feel good. I feel good about it. I think we're going to do it tonight. Just need to find a couple of more places where I can squeeze out some residential zoning. Like, like here. Like that looks like a here. Oh. See a few places here. But those are all red, and I don't understand why. Here. What about here and here? All right, we're at 98,000. Okay, we got 2,000 to go. We got this. We got this. And remember, once we get to 100,000, new city. Not tonight, but But what we can do is we can consider this city complete. We can consider city skylines complete. At least this city. We can consider that we have beat the game at that point. Could we squeeze a house out here? Or maybe one here? Like, what if I take the dirt road, right? Let's see, dirt road, and I go curvy tool, and I go here. Oh. And then I take the curvy tool, and I go here. And that'll get me a couple more houses. And then, this would piss these people off, but maybe I can bring this around. Because you see what I'm going to do, right? You see why I would piss those people off. Actually, I'm going to do an alleyway, not a dirt road. Alleyway is a little bit better. But all right, let me see. Come here. I feel like I know I'm not racing against the clock, but I feel like I'm racing against the clock. I feel like I'm racing against the clock until Joe goes to bed and stops listening, and then I'm all alone talking into the ether. All right, so we can build these. So yeah, I would be a little pissed off if I was these people. Like if I was, if I was Kieran Harper or Rhonda Harper, I would be a little mad. I'd be a little mad that I bought this house that was, on the water, but then suddenly they build houses behind me. But again, this is where you do your research, right? This is where, in that case, what you would do when you go to buy the house, you would look at the plat and you would say, okay, well, where does my land end? And you would see that it ends there, and then you would see that the city owns the land behind you, and that there's room for a road, and that possibly they might build a house. They might build houses back there. So that's something else that I don't feel terribly bad for those people. You got to do your research when you're buying a house. I'm sorry, you just do. It's a big purchase. It's a big responsibility. So you gotta do your research. All right, let's build this out. over here. Perfect. Perfect. And then I think we can squeeze out a couple. We are marching towards 98,000. I think now what I'll do, because I do see like a little sliver of medium residential. So what I can do is I'll rezone some of these like to row homes. I can put some row homes here. Here. So that should give us a few more people as well. Uh-oh. What is this? What is this? What is this? You have... I feel like this medical center is not serving the needs of the people in terms of hearses and chlamydia tests. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to plop a clinic. Well, is there a hospital? I'm going to plop a medical clinic down, like right here. And then, of course, I'm going to upgrade it right away. Okay, there we go. There we go. Right there. Right there. Nice. Okay, so hopefully that will help with the ambulance. I always hate pronouncing that word. Ambulance. Ambulance. I always feel like I'm pronouncing it wrong. Ambulance. 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 Okay, so this actually hasn't turned out to be as bad as I thought it would be. Well, okay. It is getting a little bad here. It is starting to get a little bad. Maybe I can increase the road size? No. I can do, I'll do an asymmetrical medium road, right? So I'll do the 1, 2, would it be 4-lane? It would be a 4-lane asymmetrical road. Oh, wait, there we got 5-lane asymmetrical. Is 4-lane over here? 3-lane asymmetrical road. No, that's not going to help. I need a 4-lane asymmetrical road. Because I need 3 going one way and 1 going the other way. Will this help? That seems to fit. All right. Let's see how that goes. Let's see if that helps. And then, all right, we're still pushing our way to 90. We're still pushing our way to 100,000. We're at 98,000. I think we could squeeze. I think we could actually squeeze some roads out here. So let's get the curvy tool, and then we can. Right, like maybe you want to live behind the medical center. Like, it's probably quiet. Not going to get a lot of traffic. It's a little weird, but but this is close to the highway. Look how close it is to the highway. Nobody's going to want to live there. Well, let's see. Let's see. Maybe somebody likes the highway noise. That reminds me of when I was in Bogota, Colombia. I stayed at this Airbnb. It was a beautiful apartment. Like, it was actually a really, really nice apartment. It was I think it was three bedroom apartment, 2.5 baths, a beautiful kitchen, beautiful living room. Actually had a really nice view. But it was literally as though this was the apartment building and this was the highway. And the highway noise was so loud. It was so loud, and it was just non-stop. It just didn't stop. It was just it was like, and it just beat you down. Like, I think I stayed there for a week, and it just beat you down. Like, it was relentless. It was relentless. And after a week, I was glad to leave there, and I was sad. It was sad because it was like I said, it was a beautiful apartment. And it was actually in a very nice part of Bogota. It was in a very nice part of Bogota, and it was, and it was nice, and it was convenient, and it was great. But it just that noise of the apartment building, it was just like, oh God, it just wouldn't stop. And I just remember when we left, I was just like, oh, thank God. I was so happy. All right, let's put some little offices here. So look, the parking lot is pretty full. Are those motorcycles? Yeah, those are. I hate when motorcycles. I hate when motorcycles take up parking spaces. Let's put a couple more parking lots down. Let's see. I don't think I'm going to be able to fit that in there, but I should be able to fit a medium one. And a medium one here. And then maybe another medium one here. Why? Okay, well, wait a minute. What was it saying about? Okay, the road network color, road condition. Oh, what's the road condition? What is that indicative of? I don't know what that's indicative of. All right. So people should begin parking in those places. Okay. All right, we are about to surpass 99,000. 99. I'm watching the count. I'm watching the count just tick by. It's getting close. It's growing. It's growing. We gotta keep pushing. We can't give up. We can't give up now. As soon as it hits 100,000, I'm gonna cry victory, and then I'm going to go to bed because I'm actually tired. Let's see. Maybe we can, if we do light residential, we can get people to move in, and then if we do commercial, because we have the never-ending demand for commercial. Okay, we're at 99,000. This is exciting. This is the last 1,000. The last 1,000 people to go. Oh yeah. See, look. Okay, they're building the row houses where I zoned. I think we might want to do row houses here too. I'm sorry, people, but it's coming. You can't avoid growth. You either grow or you die. Pick one. Oh, I had to open my water bottle in order to drink it. Oh man. All right. All right, I'm going to stick with it until we get to 100,000 people, which I think we're going to do very soon. Yeah, this commercial bug, it's starting to wane, or not wane. It's starting to affect my enjoyment of the game. Oh, these people. Oh, can I restrict? Like, can I do like local traffic only or something like that? Let me see. Let's see. Where is traffic? That's transportation. There's surely. Okay, is this traffic? Roads. Oh. Okay, length. There's no options. Like I can't do. I kind of want to, because I don't want people coming like this. I think what I might do is I might make it one way. And then if it's one way, I might give them a road right here to kind of get through, right? So we'll do one way here. We'll turn this all into one way. No, actually, yeah. Actually, that's good. We'll do one way here, but then we'll connect it there. Okay. So this way, these people that live, so you can still come off of the highway and get off here, right? But you'll be stuck. You'll have to come down. You'll have to go over and go like that. I think that will mitigate traffic there. But are people just going to go here now? I don't know what to do there. I think what I'm going to do there is ignore it. I think that is the play. I think that's the play there. Traffic still bad. Why is it bad here now? What is this? This is just what happened here? Are these people drunk? Yeah, look at this. Oh, whoa. That medical research center is big. I didn't realize it was. I mean, I knew it was big, but I guess I don't realize how tall it is. Look how unsightly the traffic. I mean, the electric wires are. Those are very unsightly. Okay. All right. We are at 99,000. We're almost at 99,500. And come on, come on, come on. Yes. Okay. Less than 500 people to go. Okay. Let's do it. Let's do it. Um, where can we build it? Ooh, we could squeeze some houses here. We could. What we'll do is we'll bring this out here. We'll go ahead and we'll bring a dirt road, right? Like this. No. Nope. Up. Oh, wait. What happened? What happened? All right, let's start over then. Okay. Wait a minute. Up. And then down. Okay. And then we'll build out here. We'll go out like this. And we'll go out like this. And then come out like this. I'm kind of just building fast, right? Because it's, again, I feel like I'm up against a clock. I know I'm not, but I feel like I am. And then we're going to build this. And let's give these people a store that they can go to so they don't have to leave their little section of town in order to get their Diet Mountain Dew. Very concerned about Diet Mountain Dew. Okay. Now let's see. What else do we have here? These could probably... Are these row houses? I think these are row houses. Those look... Or wait, no, those aren't... Those are homes. Those are low density. What part of town is this? Okay. I feel like just letting the game run. I feel like if I just let the game run, it's gonna get there. But look at all of these houses that nobody's moving. That's nobody's building. What if I gave them? Nobody's building houses there. Okay, let's bring this out. And then let's see if light residential is desirable there. So we'll build there. Okay. And yes, they're going to complain about the water, but that will go away shortly. Okay, we are less than 200 people away from being a city of 100,000 people. Have you ever wondered what the poop of 100,000 people looks like? Well, here it is, right here. This is the poop of 100,000 people. Can you imagine driving down this road and like what that would smell like? Just poop, just tons of poop. I think in the new city, I will explore some of the options of so you have the wastewater treatment plant, which can do like advanced filtering. You have other things, advanced water pumping station, groundwater pumping. So you have all these other options. I just thought it was funny to just use the pump that just literally just pumps the poop into the water. That's all it does. Usage 1%. So there's like plenty more people could move in and poop. What else do we have? So we have a high demand. I'm not even okay. We are less than 100 people away. Less than 100 people away. I feel like I should play like a sound effect or something, but I don't. Let me see. Maybe I can find something. What do we have? What about a congratulations sound effect? Okay. Apparently you cannot see the... Okay. Oh, 6 people. We have done it. We have done it. Wait a minute. I need. Okay, we have accomplished it. Wait, no. I have to. Oh, I have to play an ad because I'm not signed into my account on this. And there we go. There we go. We have crossed the threshold and have now accomplished having over 100,000 people in the city. And on that, what I'm going to do is I am going to save the game. Mr. Goshtopia, 100K. We will save. And we will call it a night. It is 9:30. I am usually in bed by now. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go get in bed. I'm going to have a good night's sleep because the rain sounds beautiful. And it's a little cold to open my window, but I might do it anyway. I might just crack it just enough so I can hear the rain. And I will dream about my accomplishment of building a city with 100,000 people. 100,000 Sims. Or what are they called? Skyliners? 100,000 Skyliners. So thank you very much for joining me. I will maybe be back tomorrow night. We'll see. This is kind of like therapy, right? Just coming here and just talking. It's kind of like therapy. So maybe I'll do that again. All right. Have a great night. And if I don't come back before then, have a happy Thanksgiving. And I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.